Today I was walking through the streets of my city and hummed the melody of the song by the artist Kid Cutie. As I had listened to its catchy tune just a few minutes earlier on the radio, I was barely thinking about the song text. But as I remembered the song was called Pursuit of Happiness, I started thinking a bit more about the fantastic title. Isn't our whole life a pursuit of happiness? Isn't it the quest for fulfillment and joy what motivates and empowers us to get up and to give our very best day after all? A lot of things we do in our life boil down to our desire to be perfectly happy with lives and ourselves. The pursuit of happiness is even a liable right, written down in the Declaration of Independence, along with the words liberty and life. Now let's think about it this way. Happiness can be seen as the foundation and the base of the building we call life. When you are perfectly happy with your life, you can safely build your whole life on this trustworthy basement and draw your future life on the foundation consisting of the most precious element in life that exists: happiness. Whatever it is that you are aspiring, its accomplishment will allow you to reach an even higher level of happiness that you would have thought exists, as you didn't aspire it with the sole purpose to find happiness and fulfillment by its accomplishment. In this case, your inner happiness is not dependent on external influences and does not rely on those factors to be maintained on a constant high level. This also implies that if one of these external factors suddenly breaks away, it won't affect your happiness, at least not heavily. Nevertheless, if you are not happy with the life you are living in this very moment, then there exists no reliable base you can build your life on in the future. Please don't get me wrong, no one's life is perfect and there is always room for improvements, but happiness is often a point of view. All the efforts to establish a trustworthy basis that will consist of happiness in the future, by trying to amass riches, go for the greens, pursue power or tangibles will eventually fail, as everything that was built on this non-existent basement will collapse sooner or later. After all, you cannot build a house without having a proper foundation that can endure the intense weight. Especially not if you hope that by starting to build a house that foundation will come all naturally. That's not the way it works, not in terms of architecture, and not in regards to happiness. The very same applies to the pursuit of happiness. True happiness cannot be obtained by the attempt to become extraordinarily wealthy and powerful, or the collecting diplomas, degrees, partners, shiny cars, houses, and other tangibles. If you are not happy with the things that you already have, if you cannot value what you already achieved, and if you do not feel grateful for the things that you were given in your life, then no money in the world will be able to replace the inner feeling of emptiness with pure happiness. Why else do you think that you often hear wealthy people speaking about the gilded cage they are caught in? I hope I have expressed the above named metaphor, happiness, the foundation of the building of your life, in an understandable way, but I really consider it was an excellent way to illustrate my point.